Hello there! Hey, and welcome back to part 3 of setting up the grow dome. Today we're going to talk about finishing up the grow dome by adding a few windows, a door, and of course the grow beds to grow your vegetables in. Let's go! Starting off with the windows, preferably you want to add 2 windows to your dome if that's possible. This will create a draft through your dome and it will help with ventilation. Now, there are many different ways that you can add windows to your dome. I've seen people adding windows, for example, in this corner of a triangle, or use an entire triangle by itself. I chose not to do that because I think an entire triangle as a window would become too vulnerable to strong winds. I chose a downward pointing triangle and added a crossbar to it so that it would create a smaller window. Once that crossbar was into place, we measured the dimensions inside the triangle to create a second triangle that would act as a window. A small tip, try not to make the secondary triangle exactly fitting inside the frame because that will prevent it from opening up later on. Once we constructed the window frame, we placed it inside of the outer frame and used it as a stencil to cut the plastic in a V shape, leaving the upper part connected to the dome. This was pretty scary to do because you only get one chance to do it right, but it worked out in the end. The small plastic strips that remain on the sides can be folded inwards and stapled to the dome. Then we added 2 hinges to the window frame and added a piece of plastic that was just a little bit bigger than the window frame itself. I've also added this crossbar to the inside of the window, preventing it from hinging inwards when the window is closed. After that, we temporarily put the window into place to test if it would open up properly. If it does not open up properly, then now you still have the chance to shave off some of the wood from the window frame before you finally connect it to the dome. Now, once everything works out, you can screw it into place. You want to prevent water from getting into your dome when it's raining. Now, I mentioned that piece of plastic that we left connected to the top. You can cut that off, leaving it to overlap the window by a few centimeters. And that, in combination with the excess plastic of the window itself, creates a roof tile construction that will prevent water from getting into your dome. It works! We have a window! Now, to keep your window open, I choose the simple way and just add a stick in between the frames. But there are even some hydraulic hinges that react to temperature, so that when your dome gets hot, the windows open up, and when it cools down, the windows close. But they are pretty expensive, so that is completely up to you. And that's your window done. And that is your window done. All right, the second subject of today, the grow beds. Now, first of all, you don't have to use grow beds inside your dome. You can just set up your dome and plant directly into the ground. If you do choose to use grow beds in your grow dome, you can choose whatever shape you want. For example, round buckets or just the regular rectangular grow beds. However, since the dome is a circular object, probably the most optimal shape would be a ring grow bed, as I like to call it. And that is exactly what I did, as you can see. This is also the reason why I started with the windows first, because it would leave me all the space I needed to maneuver and to work on the windows before any grow beds would be blocking my way. Before you want to construct any grow beds, it's probably wise to level the surface area as much as you can. So I put down some landscape fabric underneath the entire dome, and then I covered that up with a lot of gravel. And that would even out any irregularities on the surface. You can use different materials to create your grow bed, for example, wood or bricks. If you have a lot of bricks available to you, then that might be an idea because they will last you quite a long time. And it's easier to create the rings because you can reposition the bricks to your liking. I chose wooden planks because I had a lot of them available free of extra cost. So I had a self-made TV cabinet that was just sitting in the attic and it wasn't really being used anymore. And it was varnished and everything. And lo and behold, it was almost exactly the amount of wood that I needed to create this entire ring grow bed. So talking about recycling stuff. To set up a ring grow bed, you want to create an outer ring and an inner ring. Creating the outer ring is pretty simple. You just want to measure the distance between two poles of your dome and then saw the plank to the correct length if that is necessary, and then just screw them into place. As with most grow beds, you don't want the depth of the grow bed to be over, say, 90 centimeters, because otherwise you'll be reaching inwards too much. And so that's also what the distance should be between the outer ring as well as the inner ring. So in my case, it's about 90 centimeters. If you want to place the inner ring in the center as much as possible and you're having trouble determining what the actual center of your dome is, there are two simple ways to determine that. First off, you can add a rope in between two different sets of opposite facing poles of your dome. Now, the point where those two ropes will cross will be the center of your dome. Another way is to add a rope with a little weight from the center of the ceiling of your dome, and that will hang down and it will roughly point out where the center of your dome is, provided that your dome is pretty level. Once you've set up the inner ring and connected everything with screws, you can add some additional planks at the side, at the entrance of the dome, and that will close off the entire grow ring. And now it's time to fill up the entire ring grow bed with soil and place those warmth-loving crops in there. The last thing we are going to cover is the door. Now, if you want to set up a greenhouse, then a door, much like the windows, is strongly advised to add. After all, you do want to control and/or contain the temperatures inside your greenhouse to a certain degree. Opening the door and the windows to let cooler air inside during hot days, and at the same time closing everything off to keep the warmth inside the greenhouse when the days are getting colder. For the door, I have some general tips because it really depends on how big your dome is and what you really want to do with that door. I've seen multiple varieties, such as a few simple plastic flaps that hang from the top of the door. I wouldn't really do that because it doesn't really isolate the dome that well. You can make a door that has hinges on one side and opens up like this, such as mine. Or you can make a door that is split in the middle and it opens up like a saloon door. Now, as you can see, we built a kite-shaped door as well as an additional frame that would be connected to the initial entrance of the dome. I chose this method so that the upper part of the door would not have to be constructed at an angle following the shape of the dome. So, the frame was screwed against the two poles of the entrance and then secured with an extra piece of wood at the top. This makes the entire structure very sturdy. After that was done, we placed the door inside the frame and screwed the hinges into place. It's best to do this with some help so that you can easily reposition the door, making sure it opens and closes correctly. Then it was time to cover the new entrance with some plastic. Much like the dome itself, I tried to do this in an overlapping roof tile fashion, so to keep out as much rain as possible. And that's the door done. Not too bad, huh? Now, of course, you can add a handle for easier access into your dome, or you can add a lock so that nobody really starts sneaking in your dome. But for now, this one works just fine. And that's it, a successfully set up geodesic greenhouse. Now you can add a lot of extras to the dome, and maybe I'll make a video about that in the future, but for now, the Grow Dome is fully functional. This short series is of course more focused on the Build with Hub kit, but I do hope these videos will be helpful and that you've gathered some more information, tips and tricks if you want to set up your own geodesic dome. If so, please leave a like and subscribe so that you can help me in return. Happy building, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.